cutting across to Ashwani Kumar, former Union Minister, UPA government, former congressman, an old hand where Congress is concerned, was considered to be close to the Gandhis as well. Mr. Kumar, thank you for joining us. I want to ask you, sir, so much chaos going on in your party or in your ex-party, sir. How do you view it? What do you make of Ashok Gehlot first saying that it is a choti baat, now coming out and saying that he is sorry, he apologizes, ruling himself out of the presidential race? How do you sit back and view this?
Well, it is entirely according to script. I had predicted 2 days ago that after all that had happened in Rajasthan, there was no way Mr. Ashok Gehlot could contest the presidential election. At the same time, I can tell you, and which I said earlier as well, with 92 MLAs supporting him, there is no way that anyone other than either himself or his nominee can be the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. So that leaves Sachin Pilot out in the cold as far as the Chief Ministership of the state is concerned. But in the process, the takeaway is that both the office of the Congress President and the office of the Chief Minister have been diminished. This certainly could have been handled well, and I think a time has come when Congress must know that it has to conduct its internal politics differently in a manner that the leaders are elevated and the dignity of democratic politics is affirmed. That is the single most important challenge before the Congress leadership today, because this is not the last of the acts that we are seeing. You will see in the coming days many such things will happen, and they will have to be dealt with in a better manner.
Mr. Kumar, you know, with what has gone down at least today, with Ashok Gehlot coming and apologizing, saying he'll abide by exactly what Sonia Gandhi says. If she wants to change the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, it's up to her. Now, the next course of action, where at least Rajasthan is concerned, do you see at OneLine Resolution being passed? Do you see that entire exercise, that procedure happening again now in Rajasthan? Because that has been the culture of Rajasthan, something even Ashok Gehlot apologized for this afternoon, that it could not happen. Do you see it happening?
Well, if Ashok Gehlot wants the resolution to be passed, it will be passed. And the understanding would be that after the authority is given to the Congress President, she will decide in favor of Ashok Gehlot. That has been the Congress way, and that is how it will be. I think nobody wanted to deny Ashok or can deny Ashok the office of the Chief Minister now, after he has publicly demonstrated support of the vast majority of Congress MLAs. The only ritual that has to be gone through is to invest the Congress President once again with her overriding authority to take the final call, which I do have reason to believe will be taken in favor of Mr. Ashok Gehlot.
Mr. Kumar, you worked very closely with Ashok Gehlot. You know, you're called, or when you were with the Congress, you were called, or you could have been called the 1980s batch of congressmen, where all of you worked together. You've known Ashok Gehlot very clearly. Do you see this as a ploy by Ashok Gehlot himself, where he's pretty much gotten himself out of a position he didn't quite want? Do you see it as a win for Ashok Gehlot, or do you see this Ashok Gehlot taking a step back and the High Command now coming down heavily on him with the apology we saw this afternoon?
I think Ashok will get what he wants, but he will get it through the endorsement of the High Command.
So with what has gone down, Mr. Kumar, you think Ashok Gehlot never quite wanted the job? He was always reluctant, looked so, but never wanted the job of being president.
No, he never wanted to be the Congress President. He was a reluctant contender. I said it earlier. His main interest was to be in Rajasthan. He has publicly declared that he wants to serve Rajasthan till as long as he's in politics. And this is a crucial last year of his present tenure as Chief Minister, and he wants to deliver. And this is a legitimate expectation of any serving Chief Minister or any serious political functionary in the state. But the only thing is that somehow the ear to the ground was not there.
Who comes across looking worse, Mr. Kumar? You know, for what you've seen, a lot could have happened behind closed doors, which we've seen happen in public glare. Mockery, embarrassment, humiliation for the Congress as well. But even for Mr. Gehlot, but how badly do you see the Congress messing up this time?
Yes, I think the way it was handled is not at all to be supported. I'm really surprised that there was so much mismanagement. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi is a lady of great restraint and wisdom, and she understands
Right.
Congress people very well. I don't know who messed it up, how it got messed up. Probably nobody anticipated the kind of response that was received from the MLAs. Maybe that could be the reason. Normally, a one-line resolution is in accord with the Congress tradition and Congress practice.
Right.
But I think, given Ashok Gehlot's known reluctance to contest the office of the president, to remain, they should have done it in a better way.
All right. Do you see this as a face saver for both?
Well, both sides might claim this to be as a face saver. I think the fact remains that both sides have not come out very well in the entire episode, and I think the Congress leadership has reason to be uncomfortable with the way it has spanned, the whole thing has come out. As far as the Chief Minister is concerned, in case he continues as Chief Minister, which I think he will, I think he has reason to have some comfort that whatever happened in Rajasthan has ultimately come out to be to his benefit.
Mr. Kumar, in all of this, you were considered the old guard. Then there is a new guard. There's been always friction between the old and the new guard. What happens to Sachin Pilot here? He's been waiting in the wings, wanting to be CM, at least in the last final lap or the last final year. What happens to him?
I've been too long in politics ever to write anybody's epitaph. I think Sachin has the future for him. He has many qualities. He is preeminently qualified to stake a bid to be the Chief Minister. But this time around, there is no way he can be the Chief Minister.
Mr. Kumar, when it now comes down to the presidential elections, Gehlot is ruled out. Do you see this as a contest between Tharoor versus Digvijaya Singh? And it seems that now the proverbial hand of the Congress, unofficially, High Command, is on Digvijaya Singh. Do you see that?
I don't know. Let's see till tomorrow. I don't know who else will file the nomination papers. Only when we know who are all the people who have filed the nomination papers till 3 p.m. tomorrow, only then can one hazard a guess who that person might be. Mr. Digvijaya Singh is a very senior politician, knows the organization, and he has worked his way up over the last several years. At the same time, it is possible to take a view that his politics can polarize the polity further. This is a view which some people have, and I think with some legitimacy. But let us see how it turns out.
Mr. Kumar, there's only a night to go. What is the twist in the tail that you could expect right now at this juncture? It right now seems to be a direct thing between, or a contest between Mr. Tharoor and Mr. Digvijaya Singh.
That is how it appears to the people at large, but I won't be surprised if there is a twist in the tail. Anyway, one thing is clear. Nobody can become Congress president without the full support of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. That is one given. So whoever will want to seriously contest the office of the Congress president will have to have her tacit, moral, and active support.
All right, Mr. Kumar, thank you for taking the time out. Thank you for joining us.